Does somebody wanna hug? Don't come looking for a flower inside Playtime's domain, or I will pop a giant like the Macy's parade. Buddy, I'm only getting used, so stop raising the roof. Went from broke to broken to broken into, and now I'm breaking you. In this night and place, you call that a jump scare? How you gonna escalate? You can't make it upstairs. I'm in big condition, you're nothing but molten wet paper. So keep those hands in the air, embrace your French nature. Listen, Paul Blart, went to try out a different diet. You're so pale, they should call you the iron deficient giant. I'll show you in the food court, make you bite size with teeth like these. Show kids why it's important to eat your grease.
Les pussies on tape, so your learning time. You couldn't corner me anymore, so let's your merchandise. I rolled into your chapters waiting for the scary part. And the biggest horror was the bill put on my credit card. Funny looking toys, soaks the floor with blood. For an experiment, you'll have repeating formulas. I suppose you both evoke some sense of nostalgia, cause you remind me of the 1,000 tricks you copied off of. I know you love attention, but don't make me follow you. I'll get up in your lens and show the world how it dolly suits.
You're the talent figures cause you're holding on to leaves. I saw you decompose before the oldest been released. You spent every breath they're rolling in the deep, the loneliest I've seen. Might be the only pinata no one wants to beat. Yeah, I could give a tight hug, but it'll be quite rough when I squeeze a life from my critical pride. What more can you do? Sitting through your tape is torture enough. You call it experimental, I call it boring as fuck.
Attention to all customers. Our mall staff would like to advise that the giant is now on the loose. We advise that you consistently check behind you.
Or else he'll find you. I'll do a favor to this genre by stopping and watch that monsters ain't use a door that couldn't monitor Jack till the box was dropped and he got to sleep. Don't bother a mother, let's wait till honor a button. So next time we're talking puppies, the grave will have them on top of it. Don't run after me when you run out of all your gimmicks. What but Casey, because you're someone we won't be missing. And with Playtime's internet history, I would zip it. I'll torment you to levels and not even more could mimic. Make my wheels squeak and I'll process you into couch cushions. Watch me turn your security cameras into found footage. Don't ask me what I want, cause I can see it. Here lies a dead horse who's constantly beaten.
Love is in the air when I snipe a rabbit, tag and claim him, captivate the little lad whose ransom lays in tax evasion. Pass the paycheck. You're no match for the matchmaker, cause I rhyme gold. Show you tough love if you're at the end of my bow. Your fun is over, you got a porky odor and dress funny. I stay sober, I don't need 4-leaf clovers together. Okay, who gave you a chance? You're a stupid little man. That's promise, oh you cry enough to do a river dance. What's up with the bunny? I thought you were known for multiplying. You're just a symbol that ended up leaving ghosts divided. Just play dead, I have to go run some errands, cause you shouldn't lay eggs, I might have fucked up your parents.
You caught me and me play games, so let me work me magic. I'll down me Guinness, and when there's a cupboard, I will smash it. I always got the golden keeper cash in hand, grilling me pot as cower gas. I'll smoke them if they try taxing that. Forget your picket fence, marriages are in distress. Divorce rates are crazy, 50-50, Cupid shits the bed. You're flying around trying to fix the saw, but in morning I'm shouting another round until the top of the morning. Spent some time on Olympus and Venus gave her love to me. So to your mum, she'll have to catch me if she wants me to break custody. Number as for you, I'll poof you like it's a magic show. My next batch of shoes will be going up the rabbit hole. Jesus doesn't deal with you first, then cross me rifle. All because you pray to everyone, don't ignore in the Bible.
Stick your hands up, put it back in the basket. Wait, that's not an Easter egg. The infant caca is nappy manna. Don't need your gold, but Hannah. 24 carats are ya, facing the wrath of the rabbit, the trapping rabbit. Hey, naked baby, stop playing with lives like they were dolls. Grabbing them and smacking them together by their genitals. I'd for cheering love without conquering people. This toddler's too busy going free willy. He forgot about free will. Left arrows with a fair coated hair roasted arrows like a tear rope in the air holes above their throats without arrows. I'm no saint, but
they give it up for the Easter Bunny. Lent free for centuries has been rabbit season at best for pity entries.
To teach his meaning and put too many eggs in one basket, I'll have his cat buried and melt it down in his casket. Lep, I gotta patch up all the new wounds that you opened, cause my shots make families, yours leave them broken.
You had to pick between your mom and your side piece, but I know just the thing to fix the poor broken psyche. Come on, put on your wings, have a pint and get it sung. They say don't rhyme and drink, but I'm a better when I'm drunk.
Don't catch me, leper, you ugly disease body freak show. I'll sneak behind his rainbow and leave a pot of a vino. I got tricks up my sleeve, no, you got no luck, and you're charmless. Oh, have you heard the one about the Irish man that walked his tongue like Persian?
If you think I ever, would I ever done it? I never did, but I was trying. I
I got shot.
What is this feeling so lovey-dovey and funny? I think somebody switched up my jelly beans for some gummies. I've got a fluttering tummy, I'm seeing double and hazy. I got 4 feet but you're 4 foot, I love a short king, baby. I wanna wake up every day to your beautiful goblin mouth. I'll turn my burrow into the coziest hobbit house. I see our 7 bunny dwarven children drinking Guinness, so we put a candy ring on one of your surviving fingers.
Welcome to the global network. Where I'm from, we dispose of errors that are just like him. His old soul is severed. Well, we're breaking records, he's a broken record. 7 years with his head in the dirt. He's the radio demon and barely gets hurt. So, what's the name for our new companion? He could be Caine, he got sunned by Adam. Wow, you try to hide your past, but I can see through all the scars behind your life. I know the real truth. Before you trample the souls inside your deal duels, maybe you should ask your owner to let your leash loose. I'm on air and gravity's a choice. When he's on air, he's trapped between the noise. But don't you worry, he won't be our main act. We all know he's powerless when Caine says.
You look a bit jittery, lay off the JavaScript. How many times can you glitch as a party trick? If your fans aren't in hell for liking your show, they certainly are for the art of it. With no vacancy for another. Oh, what if this show for kids made you scream? There's a place, the street across that you know well. Take 'em to the has been done before hotel. I don't even really see what the fuss is. Your pilot gave us 25 minutes of nothing, but YouTube is flooded with more rip-offs and hoodwinks. Get your bootlegs made a bigger digital footprint. Truth is, you're a bad boss, and your hat job establishment might be fucked because you were given our sandbox, and yet everybody in it wants to bite the dust. Your world is sloppy code with bad graphics. If I made that, I want myself abstracted. Nobody wants to stay inside of your domain. It's like a gas got web traffic.
I know being on camera's not your forte. Deer in the spotlight was caught in 4K. Oh no! Now you're dead hunting for your next job. And for your resume, you've already got a headshot. Now introducing Pomni and Jax.
I don't think I can rap.
Just beat him up.
What?
What's a few broken bones to him? He's used to replacing the cat.
You're a bellhop with a Karen Bob, Alastor. So please hold the door while I speak to your manager, because you can't run ads, you've had your chance. But you couldn't sell angels as a bag of crack.
Can I get some?
For a killer, you're very attached to a dead industry, but you know how it goes. Video killed the radio star, and digital killed them both.
Listen close, you worthless scum. If you don't shut your fucking gums, I'll soon remove and cut that tongue, then pull each tooth out one by one.
I'll have the appendages sever the rest of the meat that is left on your body. Being cooked medium rare and presenting your guests with their first proper meal.
You understand? No, I'll put your tens under maintenance and you in a lifelong sentence of braces. All for this high tech, who would choose it? You're the proof that AI is ruining music. Use Candyland for your cruel amusement. You can't sugarcoat what you do to humans. Maybe I'll move a hotel near your chaos, 'cause everything will become hell if you stay God.
fear, start your prayers to the God of your creation. If they sent me after you, then you must be forsaken. I went through hell's scorching borders and coldest corners and fist fights. You piss your grass skirt if your reputation's on thin ice. Boy, there was a demigod, hated near and far. He decided no one loved him, so he had to steal a heart. Was it worth his sense of purpose, changing earth with dirty tricks? Once he died, he still had not a single soul that worshipped him! Turn on this rod, he falls apart on the spot. What kind of islander god would sink in water like rocks? You offered, the earth gets much shallow on the surface. You can shape shit to a burnt skin, but you change to a better person. This is my fight, I decide when wars are over. Cut you into shape, this is how you make a soldier. You provide for the base and strengthen your culture, but when they cry for your aid, you offer a cold shoulder.
We all like to goof a little, trust me, I won't judge you. Although I don't murder all of Greece, you know, like some do. I spend my time creating mountains and kingdoms you might cross. I probably made the island you and your shame like to hide on. So thanks, but I'm gonna decline the olive branch that you offered politely. You've been hiding inside of that ivory tower, so why don't you come out and fight me? You pray all alone because you eviscerated your only love. You keep your emotions like coconuts, cause I gotta break you to open up. You say that I'm the one shifting the shape. You been pretending it's a Norse deity. You threw your mythology away like a Spartan's the foreign baby. I rock the boat with the fire that I gave the humankind I don't take lightly. So when I'm striking the sun, there's who strikes this a funeral worthy of fake Vikings. I got tattoos of all my victories, no sweat. While the only markings you've left is yet another one on my chest. Mine are a map, yours are just ashes to ashes, directing to the exactly 0 family members you have left.
I was fighting in the field till I no longer had chains, while you were marinating inside your man cave. Hid away since your parents saw your face and were sickened. Don't be surprised if I go overboard like you as an infant. So many wars helmed, I forged through Greece and the Norse realms. I lived through lives in a damn time that you spent writing an anthem about nothing but yourself. I chose my solace, we were just banished away as a lonely convict. Boats and water, but the stars can help you find any excuse for your broken promise. Small razor toasted his frost. He's one of the most of the coastal goddesses. He's a pussy from start to end, as his fate was woven onto him.
Maybe add a human to your massive arsenal. You seem that amused. Got so many weapons in stock, you're the biggest tool for Athena to use. I heard the sky, go with the fire, and those are my greatest stunts. Stream at your loved ones to the long going. Do I gotta show you how to raise a son? Got me acting like Balder, cause all your blows are painless. For once, take a step back. This ain't the cliff you fell from. To all the pantheons that I saved from eradication, by finishing them once and for all, you're welcome.
Whoa, you're actually alive after all. I've heard the legends, Dr. Gaster, say how was the fall. Hello, you hearing me? Just get out of my way before you have to see what happens when I kill a speech. A glitchy mess of code, you're just a bug, I'm known for stomping them. I'll take a scrambled beast so rag and frag him like an omelet. He's only known through whispers from that cult of guys who follow him. I'm pleased to meet the underground's royal Scientologist. That job you work through blood, sweat, and tears to get. Went through some awkward nerd who doubled down on the sweat. Seen a man couldn't build a core if he tried some sets. I've dealt with garbage heaps before, your noise ain't a threat. Buggy, I'm busting down your door cause I don't wanna hear no more squeaks. Fill him on the ground like Olin, call him WD-40. Reconsider if you think that I'm some villain of the week, cause you see millions of me before your finished game's release.
Very, very interesting. I Afraid his log won't get lost like his third entry. The test subject struggles with spiders as enemies. Perhaps he should address me as web beings. His powers are in flux, mind the failure with the ATM. It seems the only dough he can acquire is from legal bread. An unstable head, his rage at children's unfounded. Perhaps he's bitter, Alice is more grounded.
Dude, I'm right here.
Those jokes are obnoxious. Note to self, try and locate Dr. Owen's off switch. His fate's to be a joke, he kills to escape. That his whole life is filled with predetermination. His fate's to be a joke, predetermination. It seems soon I'll fade back into darkness. Let's see if he'll achieve what my theories are promised. This is wonderful problem.
Don't think you can just hide and code. Hello, now I'll turn the search for you into nightmare mode.
So talk of people who are listening.
Well, that's the idea.
Tunes up with C-tier villains.
Listening? Oh, that's real funny, Buster. What, scared I'm gonna kick your ponytail back under?
Can I speak to Spider-Man's greatest foe?
Well, I'm busy, bud.
Sorry, we got the wrong number.
Oh, now you begged your gang of cronies to pick on me? Like I care about some brainwash.
It's a loser, smells like a loser, Spider's enough.
Found you. Look at me, I'm not your guinea pig, I'm not your punchline. Now you've been dismissed and it's won't been enough time. You're so stupid and you'll never even touch mine. This timeline you're living in, I'm turning into dust pile. Bitches speaking hands, you can translate my mind. Say one wrapped around your neck. I'll break down all that's left of your miserable excuse of an existence, and you'll finally get one canon event.
You were less than what I predicted. What a disappointment, how poorly you fared. I thought the fix for your ego could fix my condition, but they're both shattered beyond repair. Because you fold as you're led to your downfall, stuck in a hole that there's no coming out of. And your family's in your past now, like a shadow. You were cast out. Well, I cure myself now. I've found solace in soulless, endless darkness. I see the lights going out, and as it consumes you, my domain remains spotless.
Mavericks of the jackets and the crimson jacket chicks attracted like this figure is a magnet. Blow it, kiss the panic, my physique is sippy. I'm dripped, I'm about to make a mess of your housekeeping and can't manage. I'm a made man, you're a maid. I'll take a Chardonnay and a steak. Dress sharp, not as sharp as my aim. You'll be caught in a daze when I pop it and spray, cause it gon' leave a stain. Been in endless shootings like a western movie. Barrel as a 10 of beauty, cowardly dog, you're getting stuff to Scooby. You don't look threatening when your head's so floofy. What kind of zoo you running over there where they send the pet on duty?
Typical kid spouting off crisis and petulance. I can smell you from here, you some cannabis professionals. You were hardly an adequate competitor. Do tell, what is some patch of metalwork to a natural predator? And how would have this much to flee and run from me? I swift check off the food chain, it's not hard to see you're underneath. I am the alpha, you're a casted omega at best. It seems as though you barely made it out the beta test. I'll take orders from you, but you'll get served by the company. I'll collect the bill and the tip is compulsory. You'll never get casted with a face that punchable. You struggle getting calls back as a stunt to double.
Stay still, hands in the air, or should I say pause? Either way you'll still freeze with the boots you got on. While moving you're gone, because you fit all themes and tropes like heroes bound to win against a big bad wolf. Fancy footwork, more like 2 left feet, bud. Let my hand go to the talk, and they never need to speak up. Keep up with the time, but can't keep up with the times. Your pocket watch shows that you'll always be behind. If you think I miss you, must be dreaming. My guns are screaming for some blood, and you just look like it's hunting season. Put you on nice, call that a slush puppy. I got raw skill, I'm not just lucky. Sweep the competition while you mop fill.
Before I get to you, I'll eat the main course first. My game's leftovers and they're just hors d'oeuvres. You with a name like Kid, you're a pain to your friends. I have to babysit you while you're playing pretend.
On the battlefield, I'm flipping faster than the wind comes. Pistoling guns, well I can put you in one. I got animal instincts, your decisions come from impulse. When building you, they clearly gave you quite a thick skull. Relishing your demise and lap with the tears. You shed me careful with the waterworks, you might get your gears. Oh, why you think that going they roll? Would somehow clear your day, you wish to take the main role, then you will die.
Hero's death.
in. It's the Archon that Olifontaine faded fun for. You might be good at killing, but your people's skills fall short. Scary look is off-putting, don't know what your problem is. So talent sickly, guess you never took a doctor trip. I'm award-winning, you would fold on a stage. To be an actress, you need to have emotional range. You messed up from all the senseless hurt and tragedy. Runs an orphanage, but can't adopt a better personality. Pass a pack of tissues crying about your family issues. Think about how this affects the kid. Didn't bother, did you? Always skipping town, never around. These Lenny piling chores. Find the court's ruling is you should be paying child support.
So Miss Furina, what do you deem a misdemeanor? Deceiving your people and then proceeding to be a diva? She lost the plot, struggling to save Fontaine. It's ran by a con, cause she treats her title like a cosplay. The youngest leader of my house, you're ancient and you struggle. Lies blown out of proportion, I'd hate to burst your bubble. Your labor shoddy, you need professionals for prophecies. Not a mascot that'll sink in her backlog of apologies. Try not to leave mid-battle if you feel you're losing it. Put a magic trick on child, but you're the real illusionist. Face the bleeding truth, this girl failures ego's bruise. You want success and peace included, can't have cake and eat it too.
Boring, your performance needs work in it. Don't think I'm just gonna let you win, you know like Harvey did. Murdering your best friend's star cause you weren't as loyal. You carry that burden with you, no wonder your blood boils. I pass these guilty verdicts, executions if I say the word. Throw you into the dirt and Nouvelettes will do the paperwork. Now I'll wash you out like a spider down the drain. And when I end up on top, that's the icing on the cake. Right.
You love to point fingers rather than grabbing a sword. You jump to conclusions running a kangaroo court. While you convict the innocent, the truth is straying further. You make it easy for me to get away with this murder. The blood on my hands is what abolished my chains. Your negligence have washed on to a watery grave. Even your godly side wanted to die for the throne. Now you're washed up and headed straight to the retirement home. You know a thing or two about performance after all.
Why, thank you. It was an honor to spar.
Fair play, Miss Furina.
Don't expect a good mark, respect him when you took 8 years to solve a basic puzzle. Bullied so much that it left a deep cut. Decked in the playground, now his brain is shuffled. Ruler of night, in a suit and a tie. If you run to the stars, you're in my house. Tool on my hip and a lunar eclipse. Look at me the wrong way and it's lights out. The monogram is my boomerang. I draw handguns, you draw losing hands. Beat you red and blue till you're white in the face like the US flag or the Union Jack. Not make because I've been strapped like a SWAT team. Tell a 10 being and a kid is non-seen. Act like a jackal when you're morbid lost. Find a bitch inside you when they do the autopsy. Bring out your trio, disarming the gods is part of the job. Think you've been cheating, I'm judging your heart at the cards.
Yeah, legal deck shouldn't need checking with cardiographs.
You're gonna triangles to hurt my demeanor. None could be worse than deserting that geezer. Other men carry you, took all the fame and prestige.
Sounds like a pyramid scheme.
You can't keep your head in the game with your different sides going separate ways. Right. You struggle to sleep at the end of the days, but I'll put you to bed with these chains. Okay. You ain't better than Coulter, the stolen sculptures. Egyptian Burma like culture vulture. That stool needs an H cap. You're a mummy. I won't let you beat it. Oh, Dracula money. Take a rope step with unbalanced weight and you'll activate all the traps that places. You act so great that I'll bury you where Alexander lays a closed casket case. It's good that your marriage vows included in sickness and poor health. You don't worry about me cheating. Stop cheating on yourself.
Are you a pharaoh or feral hit? Your deck isn't even competitive. Get off your high horse, no Pegasus. Your biggest battle, the guild that you wrestle with. Your weak mind is corrupted. Not the voice of a hero. Nearly crushed the bug kid. The main Kaiba when his life point zero. Corn-ass man acting childish. You're like Zork, you're a giant dick. What game needs IQ of scientists? Lately your cards read like hieroglyphs.
He's a bit of a bull,
like a history tour.
Should shelve this break with the gifts in my store.
Most of your fights are with your own guys. What do all your friends keep switching for?
Reach those gates thanks to the chip on bro's shoulder. Don't go overboard, we know to break a moon you make a stone soldier. You've got a fucked up youth, all from your mom's abuse. You're not a winner just cause you simply have nothing to lose. Face down as I raise hell, cause when I counter I break spells. No peace you can find, there's one piece on your mind and it locked you up in your brain cell. Your gang is absurdly obnoxious, too strange to hear a word from the doctors. Should have been first with a shotgun, placed a ban on the rebirth of a monster. Hey, I'm used to these first play. My life has been turned base, but caught you in a bird cage. And all your powers to third rate, there's an OTK. You can know
murmurs of my curse will be heard again. Murdering the worst suburban disturbance to lurk within a Burton flick. Terminate pervert fervents, exterminator services. Belly of the beast is invertebrate, worm at this. Words about me smell like fire and smoke at the demon. Your only headline of notice receding. Middle-aged joke, a peak that is okay to school. Relives his days of glory by peaking that 15-year-old. A sequel, we make story. Keaton's agent, he's too old. A Star Wars, see Fade shortly. Beetlejuice is easy for him. Your weak brainstorm, an ego of extreme proportions. Head keeps on growing, the healer better shrinking more. I fantasize of a coward writhing in the afterlife. Adamant just cries to my count of infanticide.
Direct your eyes to the TV, please. Not the man with the hand for the recently deceased. Your name's in so many films, it's like they're trying to have you manifesting. You suck at all being dead. Okay, Candyman, because he can't demand more. The high schoolers to call him the hook handyman.
Cut him and put that bitch down.
Isn't the puppy love the way you shove that tongue in her? Fill me with stomach glow. I'm the washed up one, huh? Well, you're the artist, brother. That why your city made you bleed like some watercolor? Some awful myth powered off gossip in your fan clubs in the bathroom cause your legends would crack as shit.
The writing on the wall, you should have read it. Talk of my hand, keep yours out the dresses. Here's a hint for you Beetlejuice, I stomp fiends. And I'm making sex best inside splatter on the concrete. Your escape plan to take a child to the Maitlands. Offering a diamond crest ring for your young flick. I'll lap circles round you, acting in a clown suit. But I prefer not to learn what ring you've been running.
Cut! Drop pony, you're not on his level, dog. Don't put your luck, just take the damn fight with the Leprechaun. Nice fucking business model. Daddy's rolling in his grave. Saving stories based on slaves. Warning them for change. Dragging my name to let me get real. I'll rock your banana boat cause even flip the 10th peel. And if I'm a sex pest, you're a borderline felon. I've been to hell and back, you're still in line to get it. Hello! So the only time you found a honey in your lifetime, they all rallied to have you stung to death like a hive mind. Threw a candy wrapper on the pile and left him tipped out. The roast with the most worse than your last hookup.
It's the Mad Max searching for a bad bitch. If they go hot, keep her locked like a ladder. No matter who our man is, I steal her from the pile and hit it off. Fucking marriage job, leave her diamond in the rough. No matter how big that stuff is, Jafar is no mystery. Who snakes packing more charms? While you went straight to DVD, then straight to lava flow. I make the king parrot me like Iago. His razor button, I go flum quicker and show him how I rush it. Pounds full liquor. All these most big boy, no muscle on him. You can shapeshift the act, still built so strong. And all the strings that you're orchestrating are stuck on the second fiddle you're stuck playing. Your first for power keeps you stuck on number 2. The shackles of the land must have wrapped up on you.
When again did you say you'd be leaving? This filthy farm animal should cease his own bleating. Some royal counsel you make, going on and on with non-stop hogwash about your unwashed hog. But if you like to get around, I have a solution. Send a Russian to the earth's end, it's time for revolution. To hear the sauce on what spell did he cast again? Oh, a disappearing act on his aspirin. Drank a glass of poison, it still didn't kill him. Now where was that healing for his 4 dead children? I see the royal death, says Darwinism generally. Confiding in the spell of the peasant who can't spell or read. I earned the crown through intellectual scheme, but you were only assaulted sexually.
By the time you hear the bass drop, your soul will be completely under the control of
Rasputin, you'll never your queen. She waiting inside her chamber like open sesame. 3 holes down, the vizier sent behind bars. He's jealous, no one wants to sneak past these night guards. You're too insecure, you lack control over acrobat. Watch you get trapped in cold water, stuck your doll like it's baklava. I reached the top of the Rome enough for my genius. To get promoted, you have to find where the genius.
Show ladies your wares, but they'll find out in a week that you're just a bazaar for every sexual disease. I've had enough of this ruffian, brain-dead misogynist. Now that Russian head can be helmed by someone competent. Took you an animated film to be a proper threat. So now behold, Disney taking over Fox again. Ring the bell 3 times
for the profit they pop their pills with, and for this instant halted the gossip of every village. God. Throw him in the ocean so the minute he drops, we find this time a hoax can bring a witch to the top.
Do you feel a ghostly shiver through your spirit? Something's out of place, facing someone else. You're wearing someone else's face. Some may call it camp, but you really shouldn't drag the lake. A child's play may turn from clown to drowning while they laugh and quake. This summer's raising hell up farther than it's ever been, so take a chance on Halloween. Be every feature's terror queen. You can check out of this motel or wake up from a dream, for this is prime time, bitch, and we've all paid to see you scream.
Excuse me, I'm giddy, I slash up your city, you know I'ma get you, my pretty. Crash at your party with anger on my brow. Withdraw all my children now. Jump in your dreams, are feasting on fears that you're feeling. I'm an artist when killing, painting a beautiful picture. Blood gushing out your bed, you're hanging on ceilings. Taste of a dead teen, hostage for a wet dream. You answer the phone so I can lick on them lips. Doing some things I hope you condone. I am your dream master, thinking the scenes faster than you ever discern. Don't run away, you gon' learn. I'm a rocket that dances by doing the worm. Don't mind my skin, it's a little burning wrinkle. I'll rip it away so you see what I'm thinking. Now what you gon' do, just join in the chorus, cause Freddy's coming for you.
The kids are having sex, and if they don't stop owning, I'll be swinging at the neck. Who's up, who's wet, young, who's sex oppressed? Who's upset, who's next? You got a shitty from the group text, and you know who does what you knew best. You two best move to two pens, describes who's best if you tune in. With another button there, cause I'm bomb like Jordan. Turn out in stretches, I come up from death shock with the blood of a young dead breath.
This is the lock.
Fuck that. The lock chopping, cop blocking, wizard of river, the ghost walking. I wasn't hosting any relative, and once upon my friend, they took the melon and I had them to see how full the most.
Recall which Tommy exactly brought you back when he botched it pretty badly.
Compared to who? I'm in hella bucks, hockey mask up. Who? I'm in the box for slashing. Where are you?
They're calling me a small-time killer. What you mean by small? It's not the size of the boat, baby. It's the motion of the ocean. Quick to the knife, let's get to the party, man. We can't get deep and upset to destroy. I'm gonna take a bad buzz, oh, what a hell, that bummy like a vibrator. He gon' get wet from the door. I'm a voodoo doll with a voodoo doll. I don't care who's who, I'ma shoot you all. Three murders come out of you, surprise for the slash, bitch. It's all bloody to the hood, don't call. It's a translated ray in the flesh of the plastic. Cash and he says, now we match it. I grew up to 7 people like the 21, but I'm still a fucking savage. Chickens on the box, when it came from a package. Stay with a gat in my fabric. Overall stuff they ain't lacking. Knives as a head, I say packet. Even when it hit in the attack, I'll be back with some ambulance magic. Bitch, I get a red and dark red on the side when we slide. We look at the body clap. People gonna get assaulted, no batteries will cry. They be trying to play with me, do I look like a child? Wait,
Maybe it's your fever dream. You're the beast unleashed and getting re-released. Can't you don't wanna see what this creature is? Cause it's you when I pop another faded screen. Big teeth, I'm making it all nervous. Speak me in window with the ground surface. Hospital's a part of a cloud surface. Stack another bodies in one of crowd surface. You need to float with the music, honey. Let me take control and I will show you parties that will break your soul. You can't run to mommy when I make you fold like your paper boat origami. Your death has been chosen. I've been stark-bound, I'm broken. And I won't stop back, then as poltergeist to the heart splattering open. Pop your fam like popcorn. The cake in the bucket, your pop's credits are rolling. Live on the cusp of causing harm. Quips off the cuff like George disarm. Goddamn, I'm just joking.
Simon said, staying silent, steady on him, kick the can. Click, click, hammer blam. Fan word for Illuminati bands while you dropping tools. Who we chasing grandstand? Off the walls, planes, planet, posse, Pete, the logo vans. Hooks, spinning fans, beats barging through the lands. Doggo pull strings and switch it up, see the chainsaw man. Y'all tell me brain stain, Michael Bay, baked off the head, quitter, cook the heart. Who's that? Saw you ain't looked apart. Bubba's robbing, facing fools, playing cards. Marching at home, trying to pull chains. See the bones hanging, every foe slave. Still a nice guy, so I ice lane. Put him in a box till he pop cake. Bro switching every part, he ain't passing P. Knew it from the start, top, chopping feet. Break through the glass till he passed the sea.
ain't staying in a regular dorm. I got several forms, from horrible to adorable. Taxidermy, my old life isn't restorable. When I go and grab this knife, it's not ignorable. Mother's hands course through every action, I act cordial until I have to enact torture. Norma got me acting up and it's abnormal. Ever we slash forceful, send me back to the courtroom. We don't harm a fly, but we all go a little bit mad sometimes. I resort to killing. I got a trio in my head saying we ain't finished. And like me, I'm about a three-way split 'em. And I don't need no pity. We in the motel and she goes missing. When I'm slaying, I cosplay her cause she's so pretty. I got a hobby of stuffing and I don't need no living around. 60's killing you, get it 6 feet into the ground. Island is sending me bad, sense to be living in town. Center of the syrup is in the shower, I'm rinsing it down. Seen us get a goy, grab a glory and letting it drown. Label me a sip, but I ain't letting it get at me now.
Hello? Do you like scary movies? Sorry, can you repeat that, please?
I know that you alone at home. No McCarty, so when I call over the phone, get a hold of it in a moment. I don't wait for the tone to pick up trivia game. You're gonna play with the host. Better hope that you know the horror the most. It's the only category this category the ghost. Gonna get you if you answer inaccurate. Don't be hanging up or I'm hanging you gutted by the branch of a note. Yeah, on the patio by the pool to be in ground. Got him in the pool to be bloody, now he be in ground. You can never stomach me, I'ma leave you disemboweled. I'll be killing the kid, I'm going to SIDS now. I'm Leatherface with a mix of Jason and Bates. No escaping in case he run, I'll take him up on a chase. The killer's capable of you, disable him by the legs. And drew blood, they had to go bury more in the grave. Scarlet on the carpet and charging him with a sharpened tip. A carpet to his carter that's gonna start up his cartridge. Every time I call and collect a body, it's never told free because these bills hold when I start to ring.
Ethereal sent from ephemeral plane, material essence lamenting in rage. Cheerful expression with tethered in chains. Compare it the vessel of pleasure and pain. To be frank, there's no reprieve granted. Holy hands preached to woe the priest's anguish. He misbelieve, but we may be perceived as an angel approaching coated deep sanguine. Some cuss and disgust is repugnant. Some lust for this drug and they love this. All the suffering's a fun bit. Ecstasy dust blood gushes as much as it rushes. Agony awaits amid wails and erotics. Chastity to fame, figure flailed and garroted. Avarice escapes twisted jails that you're locked in. Can up in the blame with the nails in your coffin. Huffs of air, a moan, a gasp. 100 years, a moment past. We'll hunt you near and low and far and come to tear your soul apart.
No. Established a cipher, then lined it with insolent words. Quid pro quo, you hand me the mic and I'll give you a verse. I'm the great Picasso of the lane, a backbone. Your remains I'm brandished and paint a canvas. To face off with Hannibal's a no-brainer. Hands in, I take it out to make you your own cranium sandwich. If a stranger sat down at my table and had the display to play like a basic table manners, that behavior's rancid, but the taste is lavish. After a little man on top the table platter. I've been feeding on this beat and I will land on the organs. I guess you are just what you eat. I'm instrumental to Crawford. My mind's a wealth of reporters and yours is seldom important. No, yours are feasting with some pizza till I'm dreadfully top. Let's lecture lessons who can never content. And how I break apart with ease when I am left with a pen. If you're a cunt, I have the feeling I can tell from the set. I'll keep you hung up from the ceiling till you come at the end.
Stalking in my watch with the frame. When you hear the knocking, you will not get away. Only thing I'm offering, I'll fall out of pain. It's got me walking like a moth to a flame. And you see me darting across dark in the shades. Don't end up a target, but oh god, it's too late. Sick of all this hawk to a gawk, chopping away chalk. And I'm up, all I know is drawing the blade. Hop of the game, let the bodies rot and decay. Not with the doctor, I get brought to the grave. And then toss them, stopping the shape. Bet I've been a boss and they all know my name. So who wanted with Mike Myers, fight with a knife and a mic. Might have rubbed a light fire, slice them or siphon. Their lifetime is not a die. Try surviving the night with the mime wire. Firefighters made a server to serving on my ire. I aspire, pathetic control out of my sight. Leave them dead by the day if they call for the pipe. Run them through, I'm carving the knife. Wonder who, buddy, you been fucking with the hard body tossing the type. Now go get a stone cold killer, emotionally so bitter. Going for the throat, ask what I know with the closing. I'm owing through the most dealer who's filling the role of villain. This where we're going. No, there is no need to consider. No, he's evil incarnate. I'll leave a scene in the carnage and see tomorrow. Think if they're beating a being this hard as I clip it. Feeding the need on me, eating these cartridges. Halloween in the streets, and I'll see complete when I started.
You will shut in your mouth. Lucky that too much intelligence really is something that you gotta worry about. Let's rewind to the top before you turned to Robocop. Parents flaking on ya, you got taken to the snow and dropped. Spin through with ninjutsu and ninjas get their necks severed. Full of tacky, gets trouble to send a text message on a different brainwave. insanity and get rid of your head.
The sheriff is in town, I'm about to get it loud with bucklehead. I got the highest specs, my mind is still in check, fudgehead. I'm hunting real bounties while you're fighting ghosts and phonies. Your poster's dead or alive, and those horns look like a golden trophy. You paint a picture of a life that don't feel true. Graffiti's just like Banksy, cause no one knows the real you. Your worldview is toyed with, and now nothing ain't stranger. The buzz got to your head since you become a space ranger.
God, snap back to reality. You're the one in a fantasy. You're so sensitive that you censored your own profanity. Your planet seemed better, days excavated, set ablaze. Yes, the system got corrupted, now there's nothing left to save. It seems that all of that lecturing you did was pretty much useless. And now that little guitar is only good for playing the blues with. You're a clumsy hired gun, but I got a kill shot that'll drive you nuts. Show you extended clips of your backstory, the Schneider's cut.
Look, I'm all for poking fun, but there's a smoking gun. Must've learned acting from Acheron, but I'll show you how the show is run. I've heard tall tales, but you flew the whole damn coop. Grab you by the tail, have you spinning like a lasso. You're looking out of place, but not out of range. And no amount of pain is gonna shroud blood stains. Some vigilante dress a back hero, complex personality. Take you down to the slammer, you probably bleed insanity. You need a dog for your primitive skull, no reason getting through. Come swinging like saloon doors, ain't long before you get the boot. My family matters left me down with a regret or two, but to feel a hug again, you need tickets to the petting zoo.
Well, that was great practice.
Not bad for a young starter-up.
Thanks, I've been working on it. Let's get out of here.
Don't toot me.
To light, do what you do best and run for your life. I took one look at your ugly design, and now we both got blood in our eyes. We corrupted our games and took over computers, but let me put a lens on the truth. While you ended up inspiring some users, I ended up inspiring you. They say don't judge a book by its cover, but a bummer that alone has your whole story covered. You strike a pose and then cut up all your friends to bits. Link must have played the elegy of edginess, the emptiest narrative ever since the vessel where I hid. Don't let me try to better it, Ben has been known to edit scripts. Sent your pals to heaven, beheaded and left them tortured. I guess you saved the best to win last, now it's your turn.
I hope the bastards end your YouTube show, cause I kill tails when they move too slow. I'm aware that your ritual didn't do much, but if you want death, let's go and give it to ya. Your cartridge blows, you need a redesign. Coming from a CD, I'd rather boot up a CDI. They were the sacrificial lamb of some mad religion. Tried to ascend, but couldn't get past the baptism. Come on, keep this interesting, kid, you've gone sale. You've been free in an old guy's yard sale. You wanna be your hero, better luck next time, cause you are a link to your cult's website. Your project's out, but the hype was gone. You were watered down, it's a dying cause. After all this time, your notoriety's lost. Every child sees a smile and knows I am God.
I've seen up in heroin and a wish. Do you wanna know where I make bodies drop? At opposite, you're almost at finding risk. Soon enough, X will mark the spot. Every single land I touch, the scent of death lingers. You'll remain the same, you've always been a dead ringer. Your story's like a disc, a curse passed to every new kid. But your program can't be fixed no matter how much you reboot it. You can't swim, you've been drowning in your whole arcs. Water under the bridge since you were moved to where the trolls are. But hide and seek with your origin will have to do. Finding me, you should worry about who founded you.
Clock's ticking, Big Ben, that was regrettable. Get off your high horse, I'll chase you off that pedestal. You think you're clever cause you're hiding in a database, but all you managed to do was run an AMA. Your father's a lunatic, and you are the son who's eclipsed by the moon children. Trapped in that statue, your error's a grave. I tell you, man with a terrible fate. Found a new form for your soul in the end. It just makes it all easier to hold down your head. There's so many pools of blood where I can drown you. See if your lungs will be ready for round two.
This here's Space Monkey standing in front of me. Yo, I think they're far from lethal, but it seems we got company.
Oh, it's Olimar and Louie.
Yeah, I think that they're from Smash Bros.
Nah, they're just a back burner to Nintendo's backbone.
So let me run the mask off a bash in the brackets. I've capped up the mad dogs of nutcrackers cracked. And my Sonic gonna blast off them like a space trash. When the cash in the scram, shut the skulls of these captains. I blow a bubble just to blow the year defense. You'd be better safe from trouble if you plan to cheat your pay. Cause you need saving from your pals when you're dropped in hot shit. But scoring victory royales cause we're high to drop ships.
We stepped up like a mine.
We blew up in the scene.
Well, you haven't been in motion since to play for the win.
Yeah, you live behind your family, I'm sure that they miss you. But your marriage problems as a dangerous issue.
This is Captain Olimar, Blanc 3-6. We found a game from Twitch clips that's already been eclipsed. I've wrestled Wraiths while he walks in parts I would be smoking ya. So it's no problem roasting on the ghost of Phasmophobia. So if we're gonna have a space race with a space waste, we conquered every cave on the planet where our base lay. You run in unfinished basements till you get your base paid. Till your player base realize they can send you base game. You wouldn't run if backrooms didn't walk. Your atmosphere sucked so much it went out your airlock. You're too meant to pick mist to avoid a big slip. I'm a master dog trainer while you're the company's bitch. Louie, wanna out to this debate?
Oh, I'm really hungry, but it looks like you just ate. That green fish you're holding looks really delicious. I wanna eat that with herbs, leeks, and some spinach.
They're not even battle rapping.
Guys, hold up. It's almost 5 p.m. and we still haven't hit the quota.
Well, we can take the Sprinkles back and as I shut them out. I call you Angel, I can take the way your brains into the upper.
Call me a bold floor because I eat this beat like Pikmin. It's right behind me, isn't it?
Well, let me shoot my shot.
Okay, I'm pretty sure they all just died, so I'm just gonna fuck off. Goodbye.
Oh, well, that was annoying. Can we leave?
Yeah, that didn't take much work for them all to be deceased. I've seen better survival instincts coming from our Pikmin. But just that.
Message you received in a transmission.
Well, your poor performance risks the company from going under. Louie, I do not think you comprehend real hunger. Don't you only watch for eyes, money and metal on board. Stop playing, work with me, your life is your reward. I need sustenance, satiated, work until your brain cores. Or else we'll both have a hook and tape main course. Fast spaceman, lost on an assignment. Body's hard to find, but you shine on your fine print. My company is righteous, really balanced on the line. Little only work to see president's pockets line.
Wait for the president, you talking about my business? People every game and pass out in 5 minutes. You send your goose to moose, hoping they come back. Because your tentacles are too lazy to touch grass. I don't give 2 shits about what your minions are bringing. The next time your bell rings, it's me swinging. Fire your guys, I want you croak on the cobs. Want to survive, give a fiery blow to my home.
If you got me on like Tuco, then I'll be a deep dookie.
Thought this nightmare up. A quartet of green dorks born from slime or spunk.
Wouldn't pay me enough to leave these freaks in our hearse.
Let's just keep him at bay.
No, they will look even worse.
You know, turtles seem to go extinct from plastic litter.
What, the dudes made to clog up stores with their action figures?
And hang with that reporter chick they all got feelings for?
What? That love story's unholy.
Zoophilia! Pitchforks and knives with the team up over bickering.
I guess their master taught him the art of splintering.
The form of your destruction's the 4 Ghostbusters.
Let's paint the picture for you, Leo.
It's your last supper.
Cow fucking bugger, dude. I'm actually in tears. Did we come 2-strapped? They got like janitor gear.
Yeah, they pushed one switch and a creep in and air fried it. Our fights are like our pizza. We like to share slices.
Are you mad at something? Cause your vacuum packs ain't got no extra suction.
Never worked.
Only the ghost in your bed had you busted.
Now the fans got you by the balls if you stay in town.
Let you in like Stay Puft.
Mikey, break it down.
Listen, race hands don't make friends with Vank Man. The pay's bad and Winston will ditch your ASAP. Shake hands with someone who can offer a safe plan. We're quick with a Foot Clan. They're just running a scam.
Through that, your shoes whack.
and said, watch us take it back to when all your rainbow masks were red.
You wanna talk about society with your double teeth? Read the science, kid, you barely got across the street without being called a freak.
Forget pizza, you want a piece?
Grew up in sewers, but you can't survive us crossing streets. They're made of funny.
Yeah, with the way they got raised.
Quarantined for life.
Childhood went straight down the drain.
Hey, I'm just saying, if you four homeless nut chunks need a place that you'll finally fit in, we got one.
I'm taking notes about fitting in with the service, from the pervert getting boasted by each client that he flirts with.
I don't think you're surpassing us cause you're older. I bet it seems you got pushed around more than your controller. You sure showed them with all those buildings you blew up.
For every ghost that you catch, you leave out the city of new ones.
You're dead weight, that shows up the hot crowds. Cause ever since your sequel, you just let them all down.
Now in 2016, the boomers were swapped out.
And they gave up the ghost.
So who you gonna call now?
Nonsense.
One morning in Halloween Town, the Pumpkin King woke to a theft. For someone had chopped all the Christmas trees down and came looking to see what was left. Each gentleman gazed at the other like a mirror that spoke to his sins. Both pale, white, and thin, with skeleton grins, Jack and Once-ler alike him as twins. So the noise from his lanky and savory boy. My oh my, me oh me, TMI, AO3, every tumbler brought at its ploy. Till up rose the axe of the Once-ler, and he sprayed it all over poor Jack, who rose with a twisted expression and a venomous verbal attack.
Why, hello, what's a peculiar mushroom-nosed fellow? I've heard you've embarked on a crazy mission to make millions. Stick to your books, keep that plague-ridden face hidden. While we both lose our heads, yours will turn to pudding as your mind unraveled like Oogie Boogie. Deep down, all that's fueling the smoking, polluting your relatives' mockery, leaving you fuming. So follow your heart, not your family's greed. Let corruption grow once they planted the seed. As they poisoned your mind with their rotten entitlement, all for you to re-gift that toxic environment. What's this? The empty remnants of hills and valleys. You have a vision of the future and more cryptic alleys. So stop cutting all the trees down and please make your way back to Halloween Town.
What's this for holiday magic? The elf man Burton is slaving away to make classics. You got that Frankenstein doll to pursue ya, just to end up as more of a screw-up. You fought to escape a life so mundane that circled right back. Now that's just chump change. Well, puzzling your chums with holiday junk. Now you're one to judge. We both lead land stump. Poor old Jack, it's business to know your facts. The goods with most are mad, run out the bubble wrap. And the naive ones, you know how they turn out, crashing in flames, left with real burnout.
Why you thought so small? Money won't grow on trees when you chop them all. I shall give to the people the greatest of nights, while you take all that you can, accept good advice. You're a slave to your figures, keeping them climbing, but I only need 1 0 to guide me. I'll be passing out gifts from these wish lists while you're crashing just like it's need business. I'll visit your studio, fly right by. Why? If you could go over their heads, why can't I? When you look through your boards to a world killed by greed, a sickness that your Dr. Seuss couldn't treat. In a million years, they'll find all that is left, mere dust and a black by inside.
Who cares about your wildlife? You're the Pumpkin King, but I carved my place in the skyline. You went and put Santa Claus through the ringer, just for your dreams to slip through your fingers. Spent your days through the winter season, decorating your Christmas trees. All they ever gave you for your little scheme was the lead you tasted like a trigger tree. So I'm figuring that'll keep figuring, turning your town to a notch in my industry. But if you want a new spot to run, I'll take you back with me, and the spots will get power my factory. Traumatizing you, saying I'm so cruel with a sack full of gifts once a nightmare fuel. So compared to the scars that you leave, how bad could I possibly be?
I know you liked it now, but this is brazenly done. You should pick better fights, but can't change what's done. I'm a headhunter, right? You're wanted dead or alive. Cut right there on your neck, I'd be mighty obliged. There ain't enough space for the two of us on my route. Gotta teach a druggie by shooting up at high noon. I ride with my crew, yours ties you in a tight noose. Christ, kid, even your own hairline would slide you. It ain't my place to judge whatever business you have, but your mom fucked you up, and you fuck her back. A poor horse would drive from all the baggage you got, so maybe get lost like this is the mall and I'm your pops. You're too off the rails for a heist, that's your problem, but I found any train wreck is probably worth robbing. It eats you alive, the mic crushed all you ever did. This cannibal freak got a taste of his own medicine.
I'm sorry, cowboy, we acting like we're tough. Sure you take the smoke with that crap inside your lungs? Wanna get rough, cowboy? Guess we're in luck. You can lick my nuts and pretend I'm Dutch. And tell me, where's the money that he promised you? Cough it up, knock a block. Fuck, what is wrong with you? What girl has talked to you that wasn't a prostitute? And she still left. Only pigs ever wanted you. We both know you shouldn't bring a rat to your cheddar, but what's it to you? Your stash is a couple cans in the desert. That is your treasure? You hipsters in the mountains make me pissed off. Bumfucks don't even have a doorstep I can shit on.
Where do you get off blabbering about attraction? You don't get a passing glance from gals till you kidnap them. I would never cave and be some stooge for the government. There's more bits of brain on your booth than your fucking head. I don't like to hold grudges and yet you're under my skin. Vengeance is a fool's game, but so is laying you live. Let's finish what started. Can I get a witness protection? I got bullets with your name and no more bread skull to catch.
Oh, what a brave guy, trying to pay for his crimes. Well, his wife died for less than the change on her eyes. Not the nice guy, polite, pick me up, you fuckhead. Dragging bodies through nature with that shiny moral compass. Cause fuck that, honor's an excuse to die broke. I sell your heart of gold and use that light dough to buy smoke. You're at the end of my rope, so keep your lasso strapped. I'll drag your ass until you really get to see Tahiti at back. Wanna get wasted? I got round you drowning. So when you go to hell, tell Lenny that you found him.
To be expected. My humor's like the One Piece. You wouldn't get it. Can someone get this honky off the podium? He's not an emperor. They just cropped his size to Napoleon's. Tell me, how does a chicken run the cross guild? Another crock of shit you're hawking off to hide you like a raw skill. Oh, you're a loser, full facade in a charade. You were never bombastic, you just bombed on stage. I'm busting Buggy's balls, you were with the Rogers auto roll. And they got so sick of you that you caught the common cold. Your setups fail, the only payoff goes to Coast Guards. You were out of your depth and got bit by a loan shark. Gotham set ablaze, they say, how is the lone spark? Hate me as the villain, but no one truly knows art.
Did you say nose? For that I could break yours. I make more people die laughing at your display cards. You choked hard and you used to swallowing pills though. Or was that an impression of your mom under the pillow?
You heard no one cares who you are under the mask. Well, they couldn't give a shit with it either, that's pretty fucking sad. Pull yourself together, to me this was just empire. I hope you're the next one that owner actually kills us.
This incel wouldn't last a day in cells at 8 pound. Now you cannot stop boozing to your list of ill hell. On top of that you make a mountain from a hill. I bet a real friend would be telling me you're gonna sing again.
I was never bounded by hubris, I went and founded a movement. I got big shoes to fill, you're still a clown for amusement. You're just
fit for a king. I got iced-out rings like a rink. Pour another vintage to drink. The original Richard Branson, richest man's Mr. Banker. Boats full of gold so they don't even go when you lift the anchor. All my ships are backed up. I'm Olympus status. Who needs Olympic matches? Win medallions from all of my interactions.
Oh, you're here too. Unexpectedly. Shouldn't you still be sitting at therapy? Life lived in task for a sense of scale.
The tail of your head is one of heads and tails. A freaking flyer than the child that she died to free. You're out of luck, so don't roll your snake guys and me. And while this outcome isn't likely, keep the veil down if you're ever a bride to be.
Peasants tired of your brags being shoved down their throats. I'll do Greece a favor, turn your mouth to stone. How can a man so rich still have no values? Carry so many secrets, you look like a pack mule. His stupidity is understated. Thought a barbershop would have sung and praised him. It wasn't a close shave, everyone was throwing shade at the death of his own fucking reputation. Don't mistake placations, they gift you as tributes. Your people are laughing at you, not with you. Tired of your wealth and its blatant misuse. Extra fool's gold they must slave and sift through. Run like the waters, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And all I see in front of me is the bum of a father. I grew up in despair, and the only thing colder than my lair is a hug from your daughter. I've been secluded for years without a dime. Grapes off a vine, still find time to whine. Act high and mighty, I'll be getting you stoned to death. No pound of gold can outweigh your loneliness.
Lonely lady, you rested in the temple till Perseus showed up and disconnected your temple. He got your head in the bag for a king.
It doesn't shock me, I get your head on a bag when I buy Versace. Try to stop me, my fortune's enormous. You bore me much more than your stories of horseshit. Athena's curse makes you an Ouroboros. You had snakes all around you before you were a Gorgon.
The gods that I prayed to attacked and betrayed me. Now they're the prey of the monster they made me. History shows that my anger is righteous. You're sad because you're drowning in gold or Midas. Who cares about a king that was consumed by greed and fed his hubris until he had no food to eat? The human species now isn't a proof to me. You're just a cautionary tale that every fool repeats.
Alright, listen, any barber hired freestyle would be way too scared. It shouldn't take Steve Irwin to tame your hair. Get ahead of yourself, this ain't a clash of titans. When you can't even survive that Percy Jackson's fighting. Your body's lifeless, and their commodity's priceless. The title of tidings, fuck Poseidon, take a stride. Show you all the new ways, cold as ruler, who gave? Not a single fuck about anyone looks like a golden goose egg.
Selfish self, so gross and uncouth. Dionysus wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot tube. You're not a master just because you got a cut tooth. The gold rush was a bust and you'll be one too. You're a wonder but you're wishing that it would never last. Midas touch you but the dust before you're ever lent a hand. No man or god averts my gaze, my revenge will be had, turning all of you to nothing more than relics of the past.
Sneaking in the cozy hole to show off loads of explosive features. Wanna go blow for blow, then get close to me first. I'll throw you in the air like when Mario spoke your leader. Your kingpin and bowling ball buddies ain't frightening. I can strike down your lineup with no lightning. Need a two? You've won the lottery. Very used to deeds and greetings to Mrs. Barbary. That's a nice castle you've got there. What's a small sphere gonna do when a bomb squares? Run up in your line and I'll hunt you down. Turn your mushroom kingdom to mushroom cloud. You can't throw hands when your parts are gone. And you wonder why Nintendo disarmed this bomb. Why waste my time playing with this tiny dud? The garbage is the only place he'll be winding up.
I see the king has ordered a new lot plan. Sir, that's a creeper.
Oh man.
Can't hide, you better talk to me properly. Or what? I'll cook this stock your ass broccoli. Say what? Escort him off of this property. I bet they call him creeper for the mustache monstrosity. On the track I blow through every blind spot. You flow like it's an open like a mic hot. My god, where are you their icon? What? Are you like supposed to be the player's face when mom turns the lights on? I'm manufactured and fly charged and deadly. You're on the factory line for farming XP. I got a short fuse and I'm pissed off. I can blow up any minute like TikTok. Stop the clock, but bomb will knock a block off the smop. The profit off the rocket stacks. Better switch up your lane if you want my spot. I could damage your name, let a nuts just talk.
Ask a chain, told to help you with some real bars. I became a real star underneath the steel star. While you're hunting the same man, you're stuck in a standstill. Cause your game plan is hoping Mario stands still. You came to scrap with me and chap, it's been a blast. Cause I've been blasting heat, you blew the freaking match. Tell your soldiers to fold when they spot me. I'll turn your friends to memory, shouts out to Bobby.
Villagers think you're villainous, I think they're idiots. Ooh, I got shivers in my boots from her flippin' pig. Shut up, you scaredy cat, hiding where it isn't lit. If you saw another pussy, it's a third empty fit. Little bitch, your movie's fucking egregious. My only time scene is to wish I'd never seen it. I'm betting that the crowd will promote me for my efforts, cause I just shot you down, that'll be a new record. Wait, did you just wake me up?
Yeah.
I didn't want to explode.
I didn't mean anything.
No, I have 7 kids.
Oh, God.
They all look like me.
Okay, call somebody.
Help!
Mon Dieu, this poor man's been attacked. Don't panic though, have some confidence. Murder's on the track are exactly what I am strongest in. Ah, Monsieur Blanc, is it your, how you say, incompetent? Something here's afoot, so watch me once again go stomp on You're too puzzled with these long metaphors that you use to accomplish a proof nothing. Rule out people, then you deduce from it. So what do you do so they get a fluke with it? Took a genre so crucially exclusive and churned and procured a spoof from it. If you're wondering who Blanc is, he's to accuse the reducing and who done it to a news dumbest. The best detective's not likely. 007, herbs and spices. The only scent he's left is Autress, and that's cause Inspector called a new stylist. I'll detect every tiny detail cause my mind magnifies it. Yet what I'll never find is Benoit Blanco than the invite list. You're an imposter in hot water, like Among Us in the bathtub. So full of crap cause that bug kid acts at you yap it because they axe up. Contrive your way into my brain with writing help from Ryan. Mon ami, there's a little one gray cell I'll let you see inside of.
This case is like an egg. What I mean is you can't stand it, that's alright. Enter Benoit Blanc. Right. He's here to crack it. And I ask that you retract all your dull points like a fake nine. That mustache mask alone's covering up a crime. Your far-fetched farming dreams will have to wait time. The only thing you've planted in the soil is your late wife. It's not a mystery since seeing him be so wicked that dang Agatha Christie wish she'd never been written. But please, before you diss me, consider the win conditions. Watch it blow up in your face, literally. Why are you tripping? Collected evidence confirms this decorated veteran possessed the intent to disperse of this gentleman, thus making his murderous second. You certainly switch your profession up, now learn the taste of your own medicine. Too bad I couldn't have served him early and prevented his heart from letting up.
Sorry to interrupt your skirmish, detectives. I'm Lieutenant Columbo. I'd like to ask a few questions. Never been the kind of man to act tough, but don't force my hands or I'll show you how catch 'em. I know you smart types all have your methods, but Blanc, it's awful suspicious to find you next to that lifeless body arguing with it. Earl, you said you worked with cops, but what I'm trying to figure out, you spent all that time in Brussels, never tried one of their sprouts? And I'm sorry for your loss, wives can nag at you for a while, but even after the murder, you're still living in denial. Mr. Blanc, he inspired your act, right? In fact, I can tell, cause a donut's not the kind of hole someone would describe you as. But weeks abroad, dressing your husband suspicious, isn't it? You'll be the first man to catch a case while social distancing. That's all, boy. Whoever did this must have been some posh snob. But just one more thing, how much those watches cost?
That's one thing indeed, Lieutenant. I'll have to stop you right there. Don't think you're in successor just because you're growing white hairs.
Typical, it's Richmond who you target as suspects, but my suspicions of your guilt have grown beyond just 1%. So yes, I'd hardly call you qualified for solving this man's death. The fake eye tells me your perception skills are far out of their depth. In all of your episodes, it's the same stars you're opposing. Well, this time Rob helps the culprit. Fantastic job, Sherlock Holmes. We take what's known, rediscover it. That's Columbo, more Columbus, and that glass eye was built last years before you ever cracked a glass onion. Your entire charade is built on lies and folktales. That body seems like just another target, Mr. Fault-tailed.
Not quite, but since you play a chess match well, I am the Dark Knight and I've been following your path, L. We both were orphans, but through the pain I forged my way with discipline. Your mind was molded in a program made for gifted kids. I don't think your goal is to save the innocent. Prestige must be sugar-laced, I know your brain's addicted to it. Your ego's feasted well off Tokyo's carcass. The perfect foil to get up because you're heartless. Treat leading lives like they're pawns, spending all of your time watching the light. But make sure you mind the darkness. Gotham Shinigami in the darkest corners of the city, watching, preserving life and crashing any guilty party. Riddles solving and comes with the job, so hide as Hideki L or Ryuzaki. There's no pseudonym that you're adopting which will stop me. All that effort to see light and guided just to be written off by his sidekick. The pieces point to you from all sides. What will you do next? It's checkmate, and they're just like your heart with no moves left.
How many damaged fragile assholes does it take to crack a murder scene? Like, don't lash out at Shaggy Man, cause it wasn't me.
Red Man,
Scooby can't rush to conclusions, it's important. Last time someone took shots in the dark, Bruce got orphaned. Boy, wonder where you would get a sidekick if the elementary doesn't let him back in. Cause I don't think you'll get away with like how you like to meddle with kids. Been let it and trick for 83 years, and Gotham Soap has not gotten closer. No, but a better wings and a better equip. Give me one crossover, I'll drop the Joker. Every quack in Arkham flies right past you. When you catch him, like I get the bad thing. You're blinder than Velma without her glasses. He's got a shag-worthy size mansion. Why are you never happy? Gang unmasking Miss Ben Affleck, so excited he's method acting. 1% and night trash your crummy villains in under minutes. Like, who raised you to be such an idiot like the butler did it?
Okay, Roger, solve the murder if you're so damn smart.
Like, I don't know, man. I'm only here for the free sandwich bar.
Pass with my pipe and my hat. I got my eyes on the facts. Stringing more notes than my violin has. This case is finally cracked. Step on the street with a baker, and I put that fire in my raps. Now that you're talking to Sherlock Holmes, there ain't a mind who can match. No, you can't handle the truth. Acting dead bodies that bring better value than you. What do you actually do? No better than bait when you're cool as you battered and bruised. Not a hard fact to deduce. Gathering clues of some basketball hounds here. God that could bite her a man to a ground, but I must leave before me a shaggy and smooth. Cure like I see you in age well. No evidence relying on your fake tales. My psych is a doctor after Hastings still ain't using his brain or his grey cells. Searching for the murderer in colleges and quake tales. Terminate the plummeted before they ever raise hell. Pray tell you derail to distract for the pain when your wife derailed from the track like Batman. All the tech that you got and helping you more than one line of coke. Under all of that stuff you're down to the core a regular bloke. Even L needs a force behind it. I'm solving crimes of my own. So go read about a game more renowned with
every death that I know.
Riding through in a horse-drawn carriage.
Right past Franco got caught in traffic.
A run-down car and he bagger his habits.
He's sorting clues, can't sort his marriage.
Monsieur Blanc is advice I'm given.
Stop the villain,
all the crimes committed.
Cause every visit you find a victim.
You've been bribed by sly morticians. Gather in the clues of the crime.
You choose to decide
on the culprit or who's in the right. By looking how the lace on his shoe has been tied.
And the stains of the juice on his thigh.
But he tumbled and fell, I assume with a fright.
But I see there's no blood or a wound in my side.
With the use of a light, see the moves of his eye. I can only conclude that this dude's still alive.